Hi y'all, how y'all doing this morning? Well, let me say I did a video earlier. But folks expect you to be nice all the time, and the world is not always nice. I do want to give thanks and praise to the Lord for waking me up this morning, because without him it would be no me. But my earlier subject was on disciplining children and us becoming stronger disciplinarians. The Bible does say spare the rod, spoil the child, teach a child in the way it should go, and it should never falter too far from home. And all this stuff. Y'all know the verses. And I wonder why we ain't doing that. And we wonder what's wrong with our kids. I'm gonna try not to preach today because somebody told me I need to be nice. Ain't no way to be nice about y'all bad kids. You ain't being nice when they pulling stuff down in the store. You ain't being nice when you're infringing on my right to have a peaceful shopping trip. When we're in public or we're in a concert or whatever and your kids back there acting up. And you be like, I don't care. Better not nobody say nothing to them. You need to call your mama. Because you ain't raised either. Your butt so embarrassed you don't know what to do. If you need parenting classes, call me. I know they don't come with no book. They don't come with no instructions. We all make mistakes. But your mistake should not be watching your child act up, act out, be disrespectful, and it be okay. It's not okay. You're teaching that child to shorten his days. And when you say shorten your days, it does not always mean that you're going to shut your eyes and you're going to die. Sometimes it means that you'll cut your blessings short. Even you as a mother can cut your blessings short by not correcting and advising and disciplining your child in the appropriate way. I'm not telling you to black them kids out. Some of them I be wanting to. But I fight kids. It don't matter. I fight kids. Yes, I do. As Pinky, I fight kids. Yes, I do. I like fight kids. And I fight their mama too. If your child run up and hit me, you think I ain't gonna hit him back? You hit me, you think I ain't gonna hit you back? Huh? You kick me, think I ain't gonna kick you back? You ain't your bad child. Because if you was doing what you supposed to be doing at home, your child would have known better than to raise his hands or feet at a grown person. See, I ain't the police. Becky don't hit me. And if I ain't going to take it off of my child, what make you think I'm going to take it off of yours? I ain't. I love them. Any child that meet me, love me. A lot of them don't want to go home. Because I love them. But I say, we ain't going to do that in a minute. Sometimes with some kids, it don't take but a little strong voice. Some kids, you have to give them a little bit of this right here. Say you're going to jail, but your baby will. Don't give them enough of it to see. See, all them clothes, them shoes, that room, them toys, that medicine, that love, and all that stuff you got to put in them. Well, you got to put some of this on them. Some of this right here. You ain't got one of these hang. You got about 3-4 kids and they acting up in school. You ain't got that one of these hang around your neck. You ain't doing your job. Girl, let me tell you something. This is a 9 West belt. Right here. See that? It's a 9 West right there. Yeah. It's a 9 West. If you got to have a designer belt, go get you one. Don't matter. And when the school call you, walk up there with that belt on your neck just like that. Let them know what it is. Come on. Let's go. And if them people tell you, oh, you can't whoop them in here, what you call me for? What you call me for then? He'll be back. She'll be back. Got this. You do your job, let me do my job. Because guess what? They're about to start beating them in school anyway. So you better get your child straightened out. You teaching your child to fight, going to jail. They charging kids in South Carolina with disturbing school and assault and battery every time they put their hands on another child, starting at grade 1. And if they too bad in kindergarten, they'll charge them then too. Don't you fool yourself and think your child can't be suspended out of school. Don't let the teacher keep complaining and you don't show up. I bet if they come home with a scratch on them, or they say that teacher threw them over their lap and popped their behind, you be mad. But guess what? That teacher probably know your child better than you do, because the child in the class with that child is in the class with that teacher 7 and 8 hours a day. You can't tell that teacher, oh, I know my child didn't do that. You can't do that, because you don't know. They come home to you at 3 o'clock. They're in the bed by 9. You done cook, you done clean, you done ran to the store, you done did all that. But all that 6 or 7 hours or 9 hours between the time they get out of school and the time they go to bed, you ain't just dedicated all that time to them. And it may not be necessary if your child is doing what they're supposed to be doing. Then again, it might be necessary. But you got to remember, we as a society don't owe your child or you anything. We don't owe you any breaks. And I say we because I am part of that society. And I want to enjoy my time in society. You know, I'm not putting anybody down. We lost the last generation of most of them. And if this generation of people or our grandparents or great-grandparents or whatever don't help these new parents with some disciplinary or kind of guide them in the way, and y'all parents, they got these parents that are trying to help you with your kids, and you always on their neck about, well, he don't like that, he don't like this, well, I don't care, I'm gonna get him this, I'm gonna get him that, I'm gonna do that. You know what? Your parent already see your mistakes. You need to listen. You might learn something. Take that wisdom into a consideration. Pour it down your throat. Grandparents and parents that work together to raise a child, it works. It takes a village to raise a child. Grandparents, love them, hug them, spoil them. That's what you for. But I also put some of this do-right on them. My name ain't Medea. So I tell you, yeah, put something to do right on them. My name Montar. And I tell your kids, my name is Montar. M-A-T-A. And I don't play. I started to keep kids. I did. I love kids. But I have a problem with their parents' discipline. If I set your child down and raise my voice at them and you telling me not to holler at your child, you got a problem. I ain't hurting your child. But your child just tore up something that belongs to me and you done nothing. So I didn't think you knew what to do. You have to raise your voice sometime. You have to pull that belt off. Get them in a program. Do something. And stop trying to be mad at other people because they're trying to help you raise yours. Because guess what? If you raise them, they wouldn't be running around looking like they lost. Don't know what to do. Get them all that red Kool-Aid and that red Hawaiian punch. That stuff ain't healthy. They talking about your child got ADHD and they need some medication. I got your medication. See, anybody over 30, 35 I say, because it's still 30-year-olds still kind of shaky. I say over 35 that grew up where I grew up. Everybody know my daddy, L-Dub. Everybody know my mama too. Nancy, yeah. She didn't play. She didn't play. You need to stop playing with the kids. Stop letting them run you. You the parent. Do something. Them kids are daring you to do something. Part of loving them is disciplining and teaching them and guiding them and directing them in what they should be doing. And it ain't told no guns, no switchblade, and hitting everybody you get mad at. There's a difference between bullying somebody and disciplining somebody. Like I said, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Once you spoil that child, it's hard to get them in the right direction as an adult. You want them to be successful, ain't no college gonna take them. They don't want to deal with that issue. You don't want to deal with it, they don't want to deal with it either. Them your children. They can't get no job because they don't know how to go on a job and behave. You tell them pull up their pants, I ain't putting up my pants. I don't like what you cook. I don't want that. Kick in the back of your car seat because you didn't stop by McDonald's and you turn around and go back. Maybe I need to come to your house and use some of this on you. Slamming doors. Teenagers slamming doors in your house. You ain't paid no rent. That ain't your room. That's my room. And if your teenager acting like that, they got a place for them downtown. They got mental health over there. They got a place for them downtown. I got some of this right here over here. I even bring you a screwdriver. Don't slam no door in my house. I'll take it down. You better ask somebody. You don't own nothing up in here. Respect. I got your respect. Your privacy. You're thinking that I owe you something. I don't owe you anything. But by law, as a parent of children under 17, you do have to provide a place for them to stay, but it ain't got to be under your roof. Now, if they acting like they grown, put them out there and let them be grown. But them little kids, are y'all serious? But then some of y'all acting a fool and need some of this right here. So, to that there, I think I was nice about it. Because that other video was off the chain. I couldn't put that up here because I know somebody be mad because I talked about y'all getting pregnant. Talked about your daddy's not paying child support. Talked about your mama's babies dropping your children off. Talking about you tired. You can't get tired. You should have got tired when you were making it. Boy should have took them $5 that he ain't got to go down there and pay child support. He should have took them $5 and went and bought some condoms. Should have taught your son to cover it up. You think you don't care? Get down there behind them Bob not paying child support, they'll care. Ah! Boy. These youngsters. Somebody need to pray for them. I'm going to pray for them. And I speak positive things into them. But when you get in the door slammed, then I go around the backside and smack them upside the head. Because that's what they need. I be saying, oh, I know a job for you. I ain't got no way. Boop. Make a way. Walk. It's still Black History Month. These black folk walk 20 miles just to get an education. To work a job. To go come down from the mountains down here in Greenville. But you too good to do that? And you think you ought to wear some Jordans? Jordan got his. Guess what? You still kicking out Jordan. You running all the way to the bank. All the way to the bank. On your income tax money. I don't know. But yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's why when you see me and you speak, as long as you doing something positive, I got you. Call me. You want to do something positive? Call me. I'll hook you up with somebody. You need some parenting classes? Call me. You need to get your little job? Call me. You think you need some mental health help? Call me. You want to get in a program, do something positive for yourself? Call me. But that other stuff in them bad kids, don't call me. Ain't the one. Ain't the one. People say I'm a little strong with the things I be saying, and I am, because guess what? Life ain't playing. It ain't playing. It's serious. And I'm serious about it. This is Marta Crawford. Love you, love others, and put God first. Peace, love, and happiness.